Hey, sixth grade. This week we're going to be focusing on learning about water and the water cycle. So, for your lesson today, you're going to want to watch this lesson video and then go back to the blog where you can access the link to take your Google Forms quiz. It'll be a quiz that has just 5 questions. So, let's get into the lesson. So, what I want to talk about today is why is water so important? And when we've been learning about space, we've learned that scientists really seem to care about finding water in other places. So, for example, here's what we think is the history of water in Mars. So, we know that Mars had water, and most of it now is frozen on ice caps, and there's actually not very much relative to what maybe there used to be on Mars. And we see a lot of news stories when scientists find planets that they think have water on them. So the reason we care about this is that water is really important to life on Earth. And so we think that it might be important to life on other planets. So firstly, water has a lot of biological functions, so they help things survive. Biology is, remember, the science of life. So water transports nutrients throughout the bodies of animals. Without water, our blood wouldn't flow. Plants also use water to do photosynthesis, and we know that plants make food from which most of all of life depend on. And water also helps regulate body temperature in both plants and animals. Water helps regulate the air temperature on the Earth. So, since there's water vapor in the atmosphere, which is the air that surrounds the Earth, it doesn't get too hot or too cold on the Earth like it does on some other planets. And large bodies of water, such as oceans and lakes, also help regulate temperature on the planet. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the density of water. So density relates to the amount of matter, or the amount of molecules that a substance has in a given space. And water is kind of weird in that solid water is less dense than liquid water, and that's different than other liquids. So that's why ice floats in water. So ice floats in water because it has less density than liquid water, and cold water actually has more density than warm water. That's why when you swim to the bottom of a pool or a lake, it feels really cold because that cold water sinks because it's more dense. So that's all we're going to worry about for today. So go ahead and head back to the blog and take your Google Forms quiz. See you guys tomorrow.